Time to become the real hot tub streamer that I've always been destined to be. Dude, it's so funny. Speaking of VTubers, I don't know how many people knew this, but at the CLG booth, they had Ramola, right, popped up real quick like for a meet and greet. And I was surprised at that, right? Because I was like, wait, I was pretty sure she said that she couldn't be here. Did they maybe get her out like last minute, like unexpectedly? So I walk over to the CLG booth, right? And I'm like, hey, I saw that Ramola had like a meet and greet. Is she here? And then they responded with, oh, yeah, but she just bounced, right? And I was like, oh, okay, I guess she is here. Did she like already fly back out? That's strange, right? I was talking to somebody and I was like, hey, was Ramola, like, did you see her? And they were like, oh yeah, she was in like the little VTuber tablet. She was the, saying like, hey everybody, how's it going here at EVO at the CLG booth? And I was like, why the hell did they tell me that Ramola bounced? Right? Like that, like who says that somebody bounced when they were dialed in and then they hung up the phone? Like, I got so gaslit by the CLG people. I actually, if you want like my personal opinion, I think me and C4 had my favorite block. I think me and him have amazing chemistry. And I've never really heard C4 before, and I wasn't sure like who he was, but I mean, everyone there was amazing. I didn't have any doubt about that. But I sat down with C4 and I was like, yo, just so you know, I'm a little bit of a goofball, right? Like, so I've got like this whole thing that I'm kind of doing where like when we come back in from the breaks, I'm just kind of saying absurd stuff to make people laugh. Like if that's cool. And C4 was like, yeah, for the record, he is from across the pond. So I will do a little bit of an impression, but it's just so you really can submerge yourself in the experience. And he's like, you think you're a goofball? Dude, we're about to have a gosh dang goof off, we are. And like, I was like, hell yeah, dude. Me and C4 were trying to like one up each other on comedy like the entire block. And I think it made it really funny.
As we were just talking about Giro.
I think how Bones commentates is very good though. It's very like unique. I don't know how to describe it. I know that sounds kind of bad if I say it like that, but like I feel like a lot of people try to be hype beasts, and like his is very genuine when he's hype because he's usually chill.
Sometimes, yeah, my camera doesn't take very good pictures, so we now have a cryptid Alex via in me, which, fun fact, so I was walking back to my suite Friday night, and I was just about to crash because I knew I had more commentary the next day, and then Vi sees me, right, and Vi is like, Bones, and I was like, hi, Vi, and he was like, what games do you play? And I was like, I play Strive and, like, Street Fighter and Plus R, and he was like, do you want to commentate a Street Fighter set? And I was like, when in Rome, dude. And so he got me up to like the secret gamer suite where Mr. Crimson and Picaro were playing a first to 10. And I got to commentate that with Dr. African, right? One of the best M Bisons to ever do it. And I felt so bad for Doc because we sit down and I was like, oh, dude, yeah, like this is going to be sick to commentate. And he was like, I'm Doc. And I was like, I'm Bones. Like, oh, who do you play? And he's like, I play Bison. And then like the gears in my brain are like, and I'm like, oh shit, you're Dr. African. And he was like, yeah. And then I bumped into this guy. Bad photo. But I bumped into this guy, right? And the funniest shit about Smug is that Smug doesn't turn off. Like, Smug is Smug 100% of the time, right? There's some people where if you catch them, like, off commentary or off stream, they can talk pretty differently, or like, it's so funny. It's a good example of this. Listening to Scott the Waz talk when he's not like doing a video, and it's like when he's like doing a video, he's like, hey everybody, I'm Scott the Waz and I'm doing this, and then when he's like just talking, he's like, hey dudes, here's my Wii U. Smug is not like that. Smug talks exactly like how Smug talks 24/7. Because when I bumped into him, we were over by the Strive setup, because that's pretty much where I was all weekend. Which was on the opposite side of the venue as DNF, right? Like, it was genuinely like a 5-minute walk to get over to DNF. And Smug is like, yo, do you know where DNF is? I'm like, it's on the other side of the venue. And Smug like goes like, you're telling me I gotta walk all the way over there, right? Like, it was like exactly the Smug response that I was expecting. Like, it's just how he is. The actually funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, and I'm sure if you were following along with this, you know exactly what I'm pulling up. It was this tweet. Made top 8 losers at EVO Strive. Just kinda nasty with it. Like, I lost it. Like, the dichotomy between the Latif tweet, right? Where Latif is like, I am the best player, like, and like a whole essay and everything, versus Peppery just saying just kind of nasty with it. For some reason, it just like broke me. I was losing my mind. I told Pep that. We were both backstage, and it's like, bro, that tweet had me fucking rolling. And Pep was just like, kind of nasty with it. I was sitting in the back room, and then a man walks in. A man wearing a hat and sunglasses and wearing a big mask. And I was like, are you Seth? And he was like, yeah, you're Bones. I'm a big fan, right? And it was Seth Killian, and he knew who I was. And I was like, that's fucking weird. That is the strangest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. And Seth was so fucking cool, dude. We were sitting in the back watching Street Fighter, and it's almost like I got like the secret Seth Killian commentary. Like, we were literally just sitting back there watching all of Top 8. It was me, Seth, Sajam, C4, and a couple of other people. We were all just like watching it back there, and he's just the coolest dude on earth. Then I saw Daisuke, and I don't like this picture because unfortunately I am catastrophically taller than Daisuke. I am very leaned over in this picture. Like, I wanted to kind of be on like head level, so like I was kind of like really leaned in. Like, yeah, I'm very lean. That's why like my hands are kind of like together. But this was like seconds before they went up on stage. I didn't realize that's what he was waiting for. I just saw him waiting back there, and I was like, "Can I get a picture?" And he was like, "Yeah." But then as soon as we took this picture, he was just like, "Okay, bye," and like went up on the EVO stage and was like, "Oh," it was like such funny timing.